Making gnocchi from scratch is a lot simpler than you're probably expecting it to be. With just a few simple ingredients of potatoes, egg, and flour and salt, you have these delicious Italian potato dumplings. And I'm going to show you just how I make them. So, let's go. So, first and foremost, I have some potatoes that I have already boiled, so they're nice and soft. So I'm just going to take them and place them in my bowl and just mash them a bit. You could also use a potato masher or a rice masher, or actually a ricer. And I'm just mashing my potatoes, basically just like I'm making mashed potatoes, because I want them to be nice and smooth in their consistency. Just like that. Keep on mashing until they are the consistency that we want them to be. I love making gnocchi because it's just such a simple dough to prepare, and then it just looks so beautiful. It's such a beautiful reward for simple work. So out of all of my pasta and dumpling recipes, it's one of my favorites. Beautiful. That looks great. So now what I want to do is make my dough. So what I'm going to do is literally just use my countertop space for my dough preparation. Set aside my cutting board here, and I'm going to take my flour and just work it into a ball, make a round in the center, and add my egg, just like that. And then I'm just going to sprinkle over a little bit of sea salt, Himalayan sea salt, just like that. And then I'm going to scramble my egg just a little bit. And as I'm scrambling it, I'm slowly collecting flour dough by kind of pushing the flour into the egg. This kind of keeps it all under control and keeps it from turning into a mess on my countertop. So just keep on pushing the flour into the egg, just like that. Beautiful. And now that it's a little bit incorporated, not completely, I'm gonna add in my potato. So just take it and just combine it right in. I find it so cathartic sometimes to work with dough because it's such a beautiful thing to be able to work with your hands. And then to make dough is something even more beautiful to me because I get to work with my hands, and then there's this beautiful reward for a special meal at the end. So I really enjoy making pastas and bread because of this. And gnocchi are Italian potato dumplings. They're typically made from potato, but honestly, you could probably make them a plethora of different ways. With cheese or with herbs. There's endless possibilities. And what's great is you can also start with the base of potatoes, but add in different things. So if you wanted to add some Parmesan cheese, it would be really good. So I'm just kneading my dough until it comes together. Just working it all gently on my countertop. And as I am turning it and kneading it, I'm just picking up more of these excess pieces of dough. And I'm going to keep on kneading it until it comes to a nice consistency. Okay, that looks great. So now what I'm going to do is just take a piece of my gnocchi dough. Beautiful, so nice and gentle. I'm going to roll it into a ball, just like that. And then I'm going to take it and roll it into a long piece, like making a rope. So I'm using both of my hands here. And the dough should be nice and gentle, which is amazing to me that even with potato, the dough comes together so nicely. It's such a beautiful thing actually when you think about it. And I am rolling out my dough just to about 1/2 inch thick, just like that. And now it's time to cut my gnocchi. That's simple. So you could use a pastry cutter, but I'm just using a simple knife, a sharp knife. And literally what I'm going to do is just cut it, just like that. And I'm just being sure to try and cut it in similar pieces because we want them to all cook evenly. But just so simple, just cutting them, just like that. Now, many gnocchi that we see in the store often have that beautiful fork mark. If you wanted to do that, you can, but it's not necessary in terms of taste. It will taste exactly the same. But if you did want to do that, you could just press down on it with the fork, just like that. Again, I'm gonna dip my fork in a little bit of flour to help me out here. Press down, and just like that. And there we have our delicious gnocchi. So I have my baking sheet that I've lined with some parchment and drizzled on some flour. So I'm just gonna place my gnocchi on here. And I'm gonna keep going until I have all my gnocchi completed. And then will be time to enjoy our delicious gnocchi. So good. Okay, so I have just finished preparing my gnocchi. And what I did is I boiled the gnocchi in some boiling salted water. And then I drained it and rinsed it. And then I added a little bit of butter, some cream, and some fresh dill, and seasoned it up with some salt and pepper. And now we have a creamy, delicious gnocchi. So good. So I'm just gonna plate this up because this looks absolutely delish. So ooh, beautiful. Oh, the cream sauce. Just a simple way to just jazz up a simple gnocchi. Then I'm just gonna garnish it with just a little bit of paprika right on top. And then there we have it, our delicious homemade gnocchi with a little bit of Parmesan cream sauce. So simple, but so delicious. So let's give it a try. I'm just gonna dive right in. Perfectly tender, perfectly cooked, and the cream sauce is not overpowering, but it complements the gnocchi. Delish. You have to give this recipe a try. Homemade gnocchi and cooked in a delicious Parmesan cream sauce with fresh dill. So, thank you so much for checking out this video for how to make homemade gnocchi. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you give it a try for yourself in your own home kitchen. And until the next video, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you next time. See ya!